Hi, I'm Tyler, the Resource Development Coordinator with Truckee Meadows Parks Foundation.
Hi, and I'm Alayna, the Communications Coordinator.
Welcome to another virtual Discover Your Parks walk. Today we're going to explore the history and biodiversity of Bartley Ranch Regional Park, located off Lakeside Drive in Reno, Nevada.
This Washoe County Park is located on 56 acres of land and includes amenities such as restrooms, reservable picnic areas, and historical buildings such as the Western Heritage Interpretive Center, Huffaker Schoolhouse, and the Robert Z. Hawkins Amphitheater. It also boasts an impressive 2.1 miles of hiking and equestrian trails.
Bartley Ranch has a unique and vast history, and it has played a prominent role in the foundation of Reno's heritage and culture. Let's check it out. Formerly known as the Wheeler Estate, this was originally home to Uncle Dan Wheeler, a well-known community member and pioneer. He was a cattleman that built a lucrative business raising sheep for wool and mutton for the miners of Virginia City.
A majority of the land was purchased in 1923 by Demetrio Buscaglia, an Italian immigrant who worked on the Wheeler Estate. After years of hard work, he was eventually able to purchase 48 acres of land from Uncle Dan and operated a small dairy farm.
Demetrio's son, Gustavo Buscaglia, became heavily involved in the rodeo circuit, changed his name to Gus Bartley, and helped turn his father's land into a horse boarding and training ranch after World War II. This is how Bartley Ranch came upon the name we know today.
The ranch remained in operation until Bartley's death. In 1985, his family sold the ranch to Washoe County. The park as we know it now was founded in 1995. It is used to host community, historical, and cultural events, including Come In From the Colds and Evenings on the Ranch.
Truckee Meadows Remembered took on the task of relocating 5 historic ranch outbuildings from Boomtown to Bartley Ranch. The buildings originally were owned by Joe Ferretto Ranch in the Huffaker area. The project was completed in 2004, and the buildings, which date back to the 1860s to the 1910s, were meticulously arranged in their original configuration. These historic buildings represent the last remaining vestige of the Old West. In addition to the historic buildings of Bartley Ranch, there is also the Huffaker School. Built in 1867 to serve the Italian ranching community, the small schoolhouse was originally located on Granville Huffaker's property near Longley Lane and Virginia Street, where it remained operational until the 1950s. In 1992, it was moved to its current location inside Bartley Ranch Regional Park. Since then, it has been restored and preserved and can now be rented out for events and celebrations.
The architecture of the building is unique, as it was influenced by the Victorian Greek revival made popular in the 19th century. This style relies heavily on the ancient Greek temples for inspiration. Bartley Ranch sustained more damage as the Colin Fire of 2011 destroyed over half the park's acreage along the trails. None of the buildings were affected, but the fire ravaged much of the vegetation. With help from volunteers in 2012, new trees, shrubs, and grasses were planted, and the area was once more restored to its former glory.
Bartley Ranch offers about 2 miles of trails for hikers and horseback riders alike. These trails offer a perfect place to spot unique plant and animal life, or take in a staggering view of both the park and the city of Reno. Along the trail, you'll spot plants like Ephedra nevadacis. This long-jointed shrub can grow 4 feet in length. It's a significant foraging plant for many native species, including pronghorns, mule deer, and bighorn sheep. Its nickname, Mormon tea, comes from the Mormon settlers that used it to brew tea for its stimulating effects similar to coffee.
Prickly poppy is a lovely plant you'll find on your walk through the park. This flower and its seeds were used by the Shoshone tribe to treat ailments such as burns and blisters. Its seeds have a significant oil content that attributes to its medicinal use. Another interesting plant you'll find is the European smoke tree. Purple in color, this plant will stick out among the high desert environment. Introduced to the Americans in the late 1600s, this tree was found in nurseries starting in 1790.
You'll find many animals that reside within the park, including horses and cattle, as well as wild species such as the yellow-bellied marmot, western fence lizard, and if you're lucky enough, you may even spot a coyote or two.
Thank you for joining us on our virtual Discover Your Parks walk. For more information on Bartley Ranch, download our one-page park guide and visit our website at www.tmparksfoundation.org. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get updates on upcoming videos and events. Also be sure to tune in next week as we explore a local favorite, Deer Park. Until then, stay safe and stay well.